Let's look at rate of change. So this terminology might be a little bit new, but really all we're talking about, it's the same as our slope. So when we think of rate of change, we think of slope. And we can find it the same way. Remember our good old formula. All right, this right here, this is what's really happening, why it's really just slope and what it really means. So our rate of change describes how one value changes in relation to another value. And our one value that changes is called our dependent variable, and that is our y. And the one that's changing in relation to is called our independent variable, and that is our x. So we're going to look at this 3 different ways, our rate of change, given 3 different ways, just like we did slope. From tables, we're going to do word problems, and we're going to do some graphs. So we're going to start with tables. And like I said, we're going to do it the same exact way. We see a table now, and instead of labeled with X and Y, we are given number of minutes and number of hot dogs. And we want to know the rate of change as the number of hot dogs in per minute. So really this is our X's and this is our Y's, just like before. So I'm going to label my points just like before. X1, Y1, X2, Y2, and then I'm plugging it into our same formula. I'm going to go ahead and draw my division sign and put in my minus signs and then fill in my blanks. My Y2 minus Y1, X2 minus X1. And when I do the math, 60 minus 45, this gives me 15 over 2. Now, before when we were looking at our slope specifically, I really wanted it as a fraction. But since we're talking about more real life scenarios as it relates to rate of change, 15 over 2 hot dogs per minute doesn't really make any sense. So we're going to go ahead and convert this to a decimal. So our rate of change here is 7.5 hot dogs per minute. All right. Let's look at another example. So we are looking at time in minutes and water left in the pool. So we can see that as the time increases, the water in the pool is decreasing. So we want to know what's our rate of change, how fast is that water per gallon leaving our pool per minute. Okay, so same thing that we did before. This would be my x's and this would be my y's. So x1, y1, x2, y2. And I'm plugging those numbers into my formula. We've got 20 minus 40 over 40 minus 30. All right, and when I do this math, I get 20 over 10. So we've got 2 gallons per minute. So the rate at which the water is leaving the pool is 2 gallons per minute. All right, same thing in our final table, except for our table is this one. But still, our x's always come first, just like the alphabet, X, Y, Z. So this top one is our x, and the bottom one is our y. We want to know what are the calories burned per minute. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. plugging it in to my formula. 252 minus 216, 14 minus 12. And when I do the math there, that is 18. So we've got 18 calories burned per minute. So that is how we do our tables. We are always doing the y's over the x's.